continuation to the last discussion, let us discuss about the conversion current and displacement current. What is the difference? While we discussed about the Ampere-Maxwell law, in that equation, Maxwell's fourth equation, Maxwell introduced the concept of displacement current and modified the Ampere's law, and that law is then converted to Ampere-Maxwell law. So in that, about the displacement current and comparison with the conduction current. So already we have discussed about this difference. Again, it is a recall. It is due to actual flow of charge. Conduction current due to actual flow of charge. Displacement current due to varying electric field. Conduction current is a real current and measured by ammeter. So you can measure the conduction current by instrument ammeter. But here it is an imaginary current and you cannot measure by ammeter. Conduction current obeys Ohm's law, but displacement current does not obey Ohm's law. Formula for conduction current, though it is Ohm's law, obeys it. So I is equal to V by R. Okay? And another formula you can say I is equal to d by dt of Q, means rate of change of charge. So already we have discussed in the first point, it is due to the actual flow of charge, and the formula is I is equal to dq by dt. But whereas the ID is equivalent to A d by dt. So ID means displacement current depends on the electric permittivity, okay, and the surface area of the capacitor plate and the rate of change of the electric field. Your displacement current depends, whereas the conduction current depends on the potential difference, the resistance of the material, and here you can say I is equal to rate of change of charge flow. Then last point, it requires a material medium to flow. Conduction current requires material medium to flow, whereas displacement current does not require any medium to flow because it is the imaginary current and it exists in vacuum. Next, we discuss about the electromagnetic waves. So electromagnetic waves are transverse waves which contain electric field, magnetic field, which are perpendicular to each other, means electric field and magnetic field perpendicular to each other, and both are also perpendicular to the direction of propagation k. Okay? Examples: gamma ray, X-ray, UV visible, IR means infrared, radio waves, microwaves. So these are the examples of electromagnetic waves. And if you think about the direction, if you think this is your y-axis, it is x-axis, z-axis. So y-axis let it is electric field vector, z-axis let it is magnetic field vector, and it is your direction of propagation vector k. Then all are perpendicular to each other. So it is your electromagnetic wave. Okay. Electromagnetic wave. And the properties, it travels with velocity of light in vacuum. That means the speed is 3 × 10⁸ meter per second. Okay. But if you think about it is vacuum, if you think any medium, then the value decreases. So in case of any medium, the value decreases. So in case of any medium, the value decreases. So why it decreases in the medium, we will discuss at the end of this lecture. So while discussing the last portion, I will explain why in medium the value decreases. Okay. Next property, it carries energy and momentum. It carries energy and momentum. Then we discuss about the electromagnetic wave equations. So though a wave is propagating, so there is a wave equation, and the wave equation here we discuss about three cases: free space or vacuum, charge free conductive medium, non-conductive medium. In your syllabus, first is free space, then charge free conductive medium, and non-conductive medium is a case, is a special case. Okay. So out of the three cases, if we discuss the charge free conductive medium, then it is easy to get other two cases. Okay. So first we discuss the second case, charge free conductive medium. It is important for semester examination. So from this discussion we can find out the other two cases, free space and non-conductive medium. So it is a simplest way to discuss the wave equation in the three cases. So come to the second case discussion, means your second case, electromagnetic wave equations in charge free conductive medium. If you only practice this one, then you can easily find other two cases. So in all cases you will take the help of Maxwell's equations. So in all cases you apply Maxwell's equations, and individual case has conditions of the medium. Okay. So in each case we have to discuss the condition of the medium, then Maxwell's equations, and then we will find wave equations. Okay, come to this case, second case, electromagnetic wave equations in charge free conducting medium. Okay, so we are discussing the second case. From the second case we will find first and third case. So in case of conductive medium, the electric permeability is epsilon, magnetic permeability mu, with charge density 0 and current density J is equal to sigma E. So this is the condition, epsilon mu rho 0 J is equal to sigma E. So what is sigma? Sigma is the conductivity of the medium. Then come to Maxwell's equations. So after the condition, come to Maxwell's equations. Maxwell's equations. The first equation, divergence of B is equal to 0. Second, divergence of B is equal to 0. Third equation, curl E is equal to minus del by del T. Fourth equation, curl B is equal to, here it is actually J. It is a J. In the earlier formula you can see it is J. So here J is equal to condition J is equal to sigma E. So it is mu J mu sigma E plus mu epsilon del by del T. Equation 4. So these are Maxwell's equation. The first equation rho 0, so it is divergence of A 0. So after the Maxwell's equations, taking curl of both sides of equation 3, taking curl of both sides, then curl of E means equation 3 you take curl of E minus del by del T of curl B. So you have time derivative, del is space derivative, so you can exchange their position. Then curl of E, as per the formula, curl of E is a gradient of divergence of E minus del square E. It is the formula of this first. Gradient of divergence of E minus del square E. So the formula of curl of E gradient of divergence of E minus del square E. It is the formula of this vector product, vector triple product. You can say it is vector triple product. So it is gradient of divergence of E minus del square E. Del square is the Laplacian operator. So you can check equation 1, divergence of E value is 0. Equation 1, divergence of E value is 0. So first term is 0. First term vanishes. First term vanishes. Okay, divergence of E is 0. So first term vanishes. Second term exists minus del square E. And in the right side, curl B is equal to equation 3, equation 4. So you just put the value of curl B here. Okay, curl B, put the value. So here I have written by using equation 1 and 4. By using equation 1 and 4, modify this expression. First term 0, second term exists, and then this curl B is equal to this bracket part. Okay, so minus minus cancel out, and this derivative, time derivative, if it enters to the bracket, then this one the result, and this last term if you take here, it will be minus. Okay, so the final result is minus del square E minus mu epsilon del square E by del T square is equal to mu sigma del E by del T. So it is the, you see, everywhere it is E. So in all the three terms, electric field is there. So you can say electron wave equations for E, or it is the wave equation in terms of electric field. Equation 5. After equation 5, similarly you can find electron equation for magnetic field, or you can say electron wave equation in terms of magnetic field. Similarly, taking curl of both sides of equation 4. Here you have taken equation 3, both sides of equation 3, but here you will take equation 4, and using equation 2 and 3 in the same process, in the similar process you follow, and the result will be del square B minus epsilon mu del square B by del T square is equal to mu sigma del beta del T. So it is equation 6. You can say electron wave equation for B. So this the same procedure here. Only you have to change the equation 3 to 4, and here you apply equation 2 and 3, and you see the difference. Here you have taken equation 3 and solve by using equation 1 and 4. So this is the difference, and you have to follow the same procedure to get the equation for B. You see equation 3 and 4, what is the difference? 5 and 6. 5 and 6, it is all are E, all the three terms are E terms. Here all the three terms of B, magnetic field. That's why it is called equation for B. Then come to, it is all about your case 2. So by taking the case 2, you got the wave equation for electric field, equation 5, and wave equation for magnetic field, equation 6. Equation 5 and 6, 5 and 6, that they both are wave equations of charge free conductive medium. Then come to the other two cases, free space. It is the case of free space or vacuum. Free space or vacuum. So first up you have to write down the conditions. The conditions are what? In free space or vacuum, the electric permittivity of the free space is epsilon naught, magnetic permittivity is mu naught, charge density is 0, current density is 0, or you can say the conductivity is 0. Okay, both are 0, and here epsilon naught is mu naught. Then you have to write down the Maxwell's equation like this second case. You have to write down the Maxwell's equations by applying these conditions. By applying this condition, you have to write the 4 Maxwell's equation, and you have to follow the same procedure, and you get the electron wave equation for electric field, wave equation for magnetic field, 7 and 8. Following the same procedure, but the conditions are this one. You have to apply these conditions. I think already we have discussed in our I think in March month we have discussed all the derivations. Okay, but it is an easy way to practice. Take the second case, and from the second case you can find first and third case. So you see, if you compare the equation 5 with the equation 7, you see what the difference. The first term same, second term here mu epsilon, here same in terms of 0, means mu naught epsilon naught. The same mu epsilon, here mu naught epsilon naught. Only change of this. Right side is though sigma 0. Right side, the conductivity of the free space is 0. So right side is 0. So if you compare this, you can remember the equations easily. Then third case, it is the repetition of the 7 and 8, repetition of 7 and 8, but the change is here. Change is here epsilon, here mu, rho 0, sigma 0. Both are same conditions, only change in epsilon mu. So only change in epsilon mu, and rewrite the equation 7 and 8. What is the 7 and 8? You have to write down the same equation in case of non-conducting medium, but change in only epsilon mu change. So equation 9 and 10. So only you solving the case 2 solving, you can get case 1 and case 3. Then come to the problem part. Only one problem part is there. Speed of electrode wave in vacuum. It is only problem in this topic. You have to find out the speed of electrode wave in vacuum for this free space case. For free space case, speed is 1 by root of epsilon naught mu naught. So it is the epsilon naught mu naught. So from this, if you compare with the general wave equation, if you compare with this 7-8 with the general wave equation, then the speed expression will be, it is the expression of the speed of electron wave. And if you apply the value epsilon naught mu naught is already we have discussed the values epsilon naught mu naught value of free space, you will get 3 into 10 to the 8 meter per second. 3 into 10 to the 8 meter per second, which is the speed of light. C. So C is the speed of light, 3 into 10 to the 8 meter per second. So it is only one problem in this topic. Find out the speed of electromagnetic wave. Another question may come, the comparison. What is the speed in medium? What is the speed in free space? So in any medium, you can find the speed is 1 by root over epsilon mu. Here it is epsilon naught mu naught, here epsilon mu. Though epsilon is greater than epsilon naught, mu is greater than mu naught, so the fraction is less in comparison to the first case, means the vacuum case, free space case. Therefore, the speed in any medium, it is a medium, speed of any medium is less than the speed of light, means speed of the wave in free space. So it is the conclusion. Speed of electron wave in free space is always greater than the speed of electron wave in any medium. So the relation follows: V is always less than C. C is the speed of electron wave in free space. V is the speed of electron wave in any medium. So medium speed electron wave is less than in case of free space.